What's Ryan Reynolds' phone number? You know it by heart?
376-459-3740.
That's my burner phone. Good job.
Don't have a good day. Have a great day.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 unscripted Ryan Reynolds moments.
Oh, hello. I know, right?
For this list, we're looking at the most hilarious off-script bloopers, quips, and crackups from this Canadian actor's films and interviews. What are your favorite improvisational moments from this genius jokester? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Coffee improv from Free Guy. The non-player characters in the Free City video game only have a set number of lines and reactions within their digital world. Eventually, Reynolds' guy breaks out of his script and surprises the characters around him with new words.
Actually, I think I'd like to try a cappuccino today.
This causes shock and confusion. The original lines Reynolds tried out during filming only created laughs among the cast and crew. While drinking his daily coffee, Reynolds tried out a series of different reactions.
Ooh, Oh, it's like heaven wept in my mouth. Wow, who put a flavor grenade in my mouth? Pull the pin.
Fortunately for us, each and every one was a gutbuster.
Whoa, piping hot. Oh, scalding. Third-degree burns.
We can't help but wonder how the editors were able to choose just one of these hilarious quips to use in the film. Thank goodness for blooper reels. Number 9. An unusual Spotify playlist from Blade Trinity. The third film in the first Blade series was Ryan Reynolds' first foray into superhero movies. His character, Hannibal King, is a Night Stalker working with Blade to save humanity. Although the character couldn't break the fourth wall like another famous Reynolds hero, the fighter was still funny.
She likes to listen to MP3s when she hunts. It's like her own internal soundtrack, you know? Darkcore, trip-hop, whatever kids are listening to these days.
It definitely helped that the actor couldn't help improvising a few lines. In one scene, director David S. Goyer let Reynolds fire off a series of options for his character's taste in music.
I'm more of a Kenny G fan myself, you know? Early stuff, though, before he sold out.
Every time he opens his mouth, the actor drops the name of another hilarious and occasionally eclectic artist.
I'm more of a Don Johnson fan. A lot of people don't know he recorded an album.
Was this a hint of his Deadpool future peeking through? Or do all of Reynolds' characters contain this much quippy charm? Number 8. Goofing off during R.I.P.D. In this supernatural comedy, Ryan Reynolds' Nick Walker is partnered up with Jeff Bridges' cowboy character Roy.
When exactly was your day?
1800s, buddy. I'm what we used to call a lawman.
Although Nick struggles with his new afterlife police position, the Canadian actor had no trouble having a good time on set. The blooper reel shows a series of hilarious goof-offs and fumbles.
Well, this is my first, right?
Okay, good.
Out of all the outtakes, the highlight comes when we see Reynolds and Bridges having perhaps a little too much fun filming a driving scene in front of a green screen. The two actors look like kids playing in their parents' car and having the time of their lives pretending to drive.
That's no good.
Something's wrong.
We got no green behind us.
No.
Number 7. Snack Wars. Even a simple comparison of Canadian and British snack foods results in a comedy routine when Ryan Reynolds is in the hot seat. Before he even consumes any sugar, Reynolds bounces energetically between topics. In one moment, he's discussing the classy nature of a cloche. The next has him describing the ultimate Canadian caper film.
Recently, there was a heist of maple syrup in the United States. Someone stole like $2 million worth of maple syrup, which is amazing to me. Like, of all things to steal, that's like the greatest Canadian caper movie that could ever be made.
When presented with a coffee crisp, Reynolds is brought straight back to his misspent youth running from the law. As he chows down on more sugary treats, he moves from the likelihood of the interview causing him major health problems.
What I love about doing interviews with Lad Bible is the diabetes.
He instead focuses on his habit of snorting Cadbury eggs when he was younger. Maybe it's time Reynolds cut back on the sugar and ate poutine instead.
This whole exercise is totally moot because you didn't give us a poutine versus fish and chips or something. So shame on you, Lad Bible.
Number 6. Improvising with his younger self on the Adam Project. While searching for someone to portray a young Ryan Reynolds, the casting director for the Adam Project looked for someone who could match the funny man's energy. The casting team definitely made the perfect choice when they chose Walker Scobell.
We could change all of that.
By destroying time travel.
Yes, but right.
How are you gonna do that exactly? What's your plan?
When the two are trading insults, it does feel like the older actor time traveled to talk to himself. Reynolds and Scobell got along so well that they frequently improvised moments during rehearsals and filming.
Let some creepy dude just wander around my house alone? Yeah. I don't think so.
One of the best was when older Adam meets his younger self. Ryan improvised a number of reactions, including mocking his mini-me for not listening.
Are you in the Air Force?
When I say classified, what does your brain hear? Chocolate?
We're willing to bet that Reynolds received similar speeches as a child. Number 5. Logic is optional during Red Notice. During the filming of this action comedy, it seemed like Ryan Reynolds couldn't resist an opportunity to crack up his co-stars.
How do you know the egg is here?
My mother was an Egyptologist.
Did he throw in improvisation just to get one of Dwayne Johnson's fabulous smiles, or did he simply forget his lines? Though we may never know for sure, we can confirm that his deviations from the script are laugh-worthy. While filming a scene on the beach, Reynolds gets ahead of himself with one spontaneous quip about losing his cell phone.
You went running in there to rescue me.
I left my phone in there. You only have a finite amount of time to save it. Stick it in a bag of rice, it's a whole thing.
Johnson rightly points out that having a phone breaks the logic of the film. Reynolds' realization of his mistake is just as funny as the original improv.
So this whole time you had a cell phone?
Yes. I know, it creates extraordinary logic problems for the film.
The best part is that he stays in character until the rock finally breaks.
Oh, that's perfect.
Number 4. Playground insults. When Reynolds was up against the very intimidating Josh Brolin for a game of playground insults, the Canadian actor started out pretty tame.
You are a muffin-snuggling pirate puncher.
That's your insult?
However, the gloves came off when the Thanos performer brought up the Green Lantern debacle.
Okay, let's talk about the obvious thing. Green Lantern. End of career, and yet you're still going. Why?
Reynolds even goes so far as to insult Brolin's role in the beloved classic The Goonies.
You're so bad in Goonies that when you come on screen, people don't drink. They punch themselves in the for 5 straight minutes.
While the cable actor had some good comebacks, his Deadpool co-star continually inspired laughter. Half the time, the giggles were triggered by Reynolds insulting himself. If the loser of the game is the one who laughs the most, then Brolin should have conceded the win to Reynolds.
I hate this game so much.
I know you do.
So
you
much.
know why? Because you're Canadian.
Yep.
Number 3. The Grace Kelly Challenge. This video hit TikTok a full year before Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell wished holiday viewers a good afternoon in the musical Spirited.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
I never.
At first, it was just Reynolds taking on the Grace Kelly Challenge. It was a popular trend where a singer would attempt all of the harmonies for Mika's rousing bop.
I could be hurtful, I could be purple, I could be anything you like.
Reynolds seemed to be taking the song very seriously, until Ferrell appeared out of nowhere to take on the high parts.
I could be brown, I could be blue, I could be violet sky, I could be hurtful, I could be purple, I could be anything you like.
The final stage of the song is acceptance. That's the moment when Reynolds shifts from unusually sober to his regular sassy self. It culminates with both giving their all to a final rousing round.
Be brown, I could be blue, I could be violet sky, I could be hurtful, I could be purple, I could be anything you like.
Number 2. Hilarious outtakes from Deadpool. It's hard to imagine anyone besides Ryan Reynolds in the role of the wisecracking anti-hero Deadpool.
You're looking very alive.
Ha! Only on the outside.
This is not going to end well for me.
This is not going to end well for you, no.
Both actor and mutant have the ability to produce a fast-paced patter that seems designed to crack up everyone around them. For many of his scenes in the first film, Reynolds had a slew of jokes at the ready.
Yeah, that's right. I can't wait to join the gang. Can't wait to give Beast a nice little belly rub. It's gonna be great.
For each take, he'd throw out a different quip. It's sad that they couldn't use all the jokes in the film. Maybe they can make an appearance in an alternate universe someday.
You're gonna leave me all alone here with Chris Angel, Mind Freak? You're gonna leave me all alone here with less angry Rosie O'Donnell?
Number 1. Wired autocomplete interview. It is clear that Jake Gyllenhaal and Ryan Reynolds had a great time working together on the science fiction film Life. In their promotional interviews, they continually cracked each other up. Their Wired autocomplete interview was no exception.
Ryan Reynolds is missing a lot of things.
Let's get these calf implants out too while we're at it. No.
There is no moment to breathe in this hilarious series of questions and answers. As the interview goes on, Gyllenhaal and Reynolds riff off each other seamlessly.
What does Jake Gyllenhaal, what does he eat? Well, funny you should ask. Baby pandas.
The best moment in the entire interview came when it was clear that they didn't want it to end. When the producers let them know it's time to be finished, Gyllenhaal is having so much fun that he asks if they could keep going.
Come on, one more. This is fun. Just one more. Let's waste so much time. Just one more. Ready?
What is Ryan Reynolds' phone number? Do you know it by heart?
376-459-3740.
That's my burner phone. Good job.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.